Hello, beautiful Gemini. Thank you for being here. This is going to be your new moon reading for June 20th. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa and I do the zodiac readings based on the new moon energy and the full moon energy. So, and please excuse, like, I just got one of those fancy ring lights and it really doesn't work well when you have glasses. So I am so sorry, but it's starting to get dark outside, so I can't use the natural light. Anyways, so new moon and full moon. So we're looking at the new moon energy, and the new moon is about beginnings, but it's also the end of the previous cycle. So what we're going to look at is I do 9 cards. We're going to do 3 cards of the overall energy around you right now, 3 cards for intention for the new moon, and then 3 cards for advice, which sometimes come out in the intention cards. But that's what we're going to do here. And if you're new, thanks for, I'm glad you found me. And if you're not new, thanks for sticking around. All right, let's get into there. All right, what is the new moon energy like for Gemini? Please. Oh, that one. And okay. That moon keeps coming out. Oh my goodness. All right, 3 cards. We have the moon. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands. So, it's kind of a mixed bag here. Okay, so not all things are as they seem. Like, I gotta figure out, like, how... Oh, hey, that worked. Kind of, as long as I don't look up too high. Okay, we'll do that. Things are not always as they appear, and the moon card has been coming out to show that a lot lately. So the moon card is kind of like illusion, right? It's not, it's like shiny object, you know, like it looks good on the outside, but underneath it's maybe not so great. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles is kind of being left out, feeling kind of out in the cold. 5s for me represent 2 things: changes or conflict. Sometimes it's change that results from conflict. So, but with this deck, I don't have any other cards out to show you. See how these bodies are silhouetted here? Okay, that usually for this deck tells me that this is more of an internal thing than an external thing, something that maybe something that you're hiding from yourself. Totally potentially there. But we also have this Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is aces are new beginnings. So it's like a beginning of possibly a spiritual journey. It could be something that you're passionate about, something new that you want to do. But I feel like this could go either way. Now, there could be something that seems like one of those, well, shit, what do I do now kind of moments that actually turns out to be a blessing in disguise, okay? So if you're in a situation where you're like kind of like you feel like you've been screwed somehow, it could be a blessing in disguise. Now, it could go the reverse. There could be something that has come up for you that seems like a great opportunity, but beware, buyer beware. Okay, I would actually encourage you, at least at this point, Taurus's reading was very similar with that moon there and things not being quite right in the advice. So maybe check out that video if this one doesn't quite hit home for you. But the overall energy that I'm seeing around you is that something's not quite what it seems, okay? And a lot of the readings lately have been of things well, let's just get it back into your reading. Okay, here we go. So let's get some cards of intention. So I feel like that's just kind of like the overall energy. We won't get into the other readings. You can watch them if you want. Intentions. What intentions could we be focusing on for Gemini for this new moon? What intentions could Gemini be focusing on? We have the Hanged Man. That's been out a lot too. Page of Swords and the 9 of Wands. I feel like these are the only 6 cards in my deck for some reason. These are the only ones that have been coming out. That's not true, but they've been coming out a lot. So taking time to reflect, pausing, okay? He didn't get stuck here. He doesn't look like he's in pain or, he's He's reflecting. He's trying to see things from a different point of view. He stopped. He, said, I'm going to stay in this tree until I see something different. Okay. Wayne Dyer quote came to mind just now. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If I could be messing that up somehow, but you get my drift. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's all about your perspective. Okay. So we also have this Page of Swords, which could be a young person. The pages sometimes can reflect people that are in your life or around you, or you. Page of Swords here, somebody who's learning something, all right? And then we have the Nine of Wands, which has been coming out so much lately. But it's really like the 9 is kind of coming to the end of something. This is important for something, and I don't know what yet. My ear is ringing like it's on fire right now, but this one's been coming out a lot lately. So the nines are like the end of the cycle. Okay, almost to the end. It's the final stretch. So at this point is, again, another pause and reflect. Okay, this is another pausing card. This is taking time to look back on your accomplishments and see what is the final step that needs to be taken. Okay, and if it's something in the realm of education or learning a new or just new thoughts, just having a new thought process, that could definitely come from something like this. Okay, so I feel like the intentions that you could be looking at that might be helpful going forward in this cycle would be taking a new view on something, learning something new, maybe about yourself or what you've overcome in the past. Okay, like maybe there was some troubling shit in the past and you're kind of overcoming that, and part of that process is looking back and seeing what steps were taken, where there were missteps perhaps, and where you can maybe avoid a bump in the road going forward if you take a different, point of view or perspective on it. So, like if you're coming down the road, this way, you may not see something over that's on the other side of the hill. But if you kind of like go off the beaten path and see it from the side, you're going to see what's at the bottom of that hill. That kind of idea. Okay. It just, right now, just things aren't the way that they seem. And I feel like the guidance that we have here is to really see things from another point of view. There's something I think to be learned. So yeah, as far as intention is, to maybe have the intention to learn something or see something in a different way. Okay, if there's a situation that has you feeling kind of like down and out in some way, there is a bright side to it. Whoa, I just dropped it. Hold on. There is a bright side. We still have this ace energy here, this new beginning, this the wands for me are spirit as well as fire energy. So it's something that that can be sparked or ignited within you, or something that is inspirational to you, inspiration coming from in spirit form. So seeing something from a different point of view, taking a break, taking a step back, looking at how far you've come and seeing, what the next steps may be from a different perspective. So that kind of intention to go out, highlighted by the new moon energy, which is, that planting of the seed and starting of a new thing would be a great time to start a new perspective or a new learning something new, possibly about yourself. So yeah, let's see if we can get some advice on that. Any advice for Gemini? Any advice for Gemini, please? There we go. We have the 5 of Wands, another 5. We have the 9 of Pentacles, and another page, the Page of Wands. Okay, so the 5, like I said earlier, conflict or change, or change resulting from conflict. Okay, so we have conflict, and what did I say earlier about those silhouetted figures for me, this deck, that says it's more internal conflict, okay? Whereas with the Queen of Pentacles here, you can see her face, you see all the features, and you see all the details. I keep bumping the table, I'm so sorry. And, you know, this one is more internal. So this is what you reflect outward, and this is what's going on the inside. So if there is some kind of conflict going on internally with you, I feel like it's time to kind of squash that and start owning your power, okay? So if you've been watching my channel before, this card's been coming up some of the other readings, so you may already know this. I call this my single lady card. Okay, so this is, she stands in her own power. She has abundance. She can take care of herself financially, physically. She's got like a little I would say that's a familiar. Okay, she's got her little familiar there. All right, kind of. I mean, Maleficent kind of has horns. Those kind of look like, or they're Princess Leia buns, but whatever. ADD. Okay, so, and then we have the Page of Wands, which is, again, that youthful energy, that kind of young, it could be a young person, but, you know, that young, fiery energy, that kind of newness, that go get it, go after it, right? You want to go after this. You want to go after this. You want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and, you know, tell those inner demons to just like, okay? So I really feel like the advice here is to focus on what you have going for you. Find that new perspective, because at the beginning of the reading, I feel like that was more about, you know, what is hidden, what is not seen, and, you know, seeing things not really for what they are. And I feel like that's what's going, you're not seeing yourself this way. And it's time to kind of break free of that and, you know, taking a view of yourself from another perspective. If you need to do some like super duper inner work, I feel like that would be very helpful in having this come out. And, you know, this too, this like inner child of yours here, you know, there's that like youthful spark, okay? And, you know, when you do this inner work stuff, you find that youthful spark again. And when you find that, the funny thing is when you find that youthful spark and you start to feel, you know, alive again, that's when you really can take on this, like, you know, hot mama energy of, you know, like, I can stand on my own, and I don't need you guys to show me anything or do anything for me. I can see where I came from, and I see how far I've come, and I can see this new future for myself. So I feel like for the advice is to kind of like bring that spark back. There's that spark from like your inner child there, you know, okay? Got that inner conflict, like there's something that needs to be healed in there, that will bring up that, like, I just keep hearing that, I don't know who sings it, that One Hot Mama country song, okay? Like, I just, like, it's in there. You're in there. She's in there. That goddess is in there. And kind of by, like, going back into, you know, like your youthful spark energy, that will bring that One Hot Mama back out, okay? So that's what I have for you for your new moon energy. Make sure you're, you know, like, put those intentions out there that you want to see things from a different perspective, that, you know, you kind of aren't really liking the way things are. They don't seem to be what they actually are, or, you know, they aren't what they actually seem to be. So, you know, you want to see things for the way they are. And, you know, that could be a great intention for you to set going forward from this cycle, and kind of letting go of this internal drama. Healing it can help you let that go as well. So I will see you in the next video. If this resonated, please let me know with a like or subscribe or a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you at your full moon video in a couple of weeks. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.